Hey guys, what's up? Another video today. It is Monday. I just posted a video about 40 minutes ago. One from yesterday that I didn't get around to uploading last night. It was very late when I shot that. I just fell asleep. Another video for another viewer. So I like doing these videos for you. Again, if you have any questions, any of my viewers out there, just feel free to send me an email at booerentertainment@aol.com. Or message me on Facebook, on Booer Entertainment's Facebook page. Look us up, we're on there. Or on YouTube. Write a comment on a video, whatever you want to ask. Not a big deal, I'll do it for you. I don't mind doing these for viewers, so it lets me know I'm doing my job. So basically, I got a question on my past video. There's a video I did a long time ago for another viewer. His name was Pulse Peer, I believe his YouTube name was. It was about how to power passive speakers, how I do it at least. And that's my former way of doing it. I still do it that way sometimes, but I have amps now and all that good stuff, so don't do it that much anymore. So basically this is another viewer called Just the Bass Player, and he asked a question about which speaker do I prefer out of these two right here. Which one do I like better? Do I like the B1220 Pro better, or do I like my new friends, the B215 XL? Which one do I like better? What's the pros? What's the cons? What's the weight? All that good stuff. Which one do I like personally? Well, to tell you the truth, I can't lie, I like them both equally. But there are some pros and cons to each one. Let's get started, shall we? Start with my old friend here that still does me a very good job. This is my old speakers. I still keep these. I love them so much. This is the Behringer B1220 Pro. I've had the speaker for about 3 years now. It's going to be 4 years in August. So, really good speaker. Made out of hard birch, about 8mm or 5mm I believe, I'm not really sure. Really good handles, really good horn and woofer. It's a single 12 with a single 1.75. So, 3-inch driver for the horn. I looked that up. Or no, 1.75-inch driver with 3-inch exit. So, pretty big driver, not that big. And really nice steel grill. It's not going anywhere. It's just a really nice cabinet. I like the sound that wood makes. That's why I bought these. I heard them before and I said, wood cabinet sounds better than the ABS or a plastic cabinet. So I like the sound of these because the base is thicker and it sounds a lot clearer because of the wood. Ask anybody out there in the pro audio industry, wood sounds better and performs better too and lasts longer. Now, problems with the wood cabinet. It's very heavy and it's very bulky as well. This one is a small version. They make this in a 15 as well. I didn't need the 15s yet, so I bought the 12s. They're about the same. It's the same exact speaker, just bigger. The 15 is actually like twice the size of that one. So I got a friend that has 2 of those 15s, and he's like, they're just huge. These weigh about 55 to 60 pounds. Not very bad, but for a 12-inch speaker, that's kind of heavy. And I'm tired of taking these upstairs and setting up for gigs and all that good stuff. I love doing it because they sound awesome. Not as good as my Bose L1 system, but for a 12-inch passive speaker, it's amazing. And for the price range, I gotta say. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my QSCs, my JBLs, and my Mackies, but I use these for DJing and for live sound as well. So they do a really good job. The weight was showing on my back. Picking these up, lugging them around, even lift them correctly, they're still kind of heavy. Now, that's a con, but the power rating of this thing is 1200 watts peak. 800 pink noise, and 400 continuous. Very good sound. Very good power output. Excellent, I gotta say. It's got a Neo horn in this one. I checked, I took it out and I looked at it. It's a Neo horn driver. It's amazing. The only cons I see is the weight, of course, and how thick it is. Now I'm going to turn this around. You see it's very thick, which isn't really a big deal. But it's made that way so you can flip it around again. It's made for a floor monitor as well. That's what I use these for right now. So they're really good for mains and they're really good for monitors. So they're just kind of heavy. I had to buy special speaker stands for them to keep them steady. But yeah, that's the B1220. I like it no matter what. I don't care about the weight. Just lugging them upstairs is kind of hard. Not for me, I can lift them just fine. But if somebody else, somewhere smaller, like say you got a little kid starting out and they wants to buy something that sounds really good for a good price range, I'd recommend these, but little kid can't really lift it that well. So let's go on to my new friends. And these are some of my friends too. I love these things. I'm not getting rid of them no matter what. I mean, my boss says, why'd you buy Behringer? I like the sound of them. Here's my new buddies right here. This is the Behringer B215XL. This is also a passive speaker. I need to buy powered speakers next. I'm going to buy some pretty soon. This is a little bit different from the 12 over there. It's a single 15 and a titanium diaphragm horn. Same size, but this made out of titanium instead of neodymium or whatever, however you pronounce that. This has a very big weight difference. This is about 38 pounds, but it feels like 20, and that's about 55 or 60. It feels like 70. So, very big weight difference. It's made out of ABS. It's injection molded cabinet. It's got a lot of good stuff on it. Now, I was kind of disappointed when I bought this because every Behringer speaker I've ever bought has a black logo on it. For the Pro Series, it has it. Except the yellow sticker, I don't really care though. So, back to what I was talking about. This is a 1000 watt peak instead of 1200 watt peak for that one. But, small power difference. I bought these for mains because I don't want 15s for monitors and 12s for mains. It doesn't make any sense. These are a lot taller and have a lot better output pattern for the horn. These spread more, I think, than these do. That's a 90 by 50, that's like a 100 by 50 or 75 or something like that. I'm not sure. I had a person on my last video, a couple of videos ago, say I need to get my facts straight. I got my words tangled up. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm not going to promise any stats. But there's always going to be haters out there. And I thank you for the viewer that corrected me. I apologize for that. I didn't check my stats before I did the video. Now, I'm going to turn this one around too. Here is the width difference. As you can see, the new 15s are a lot thinner. You look at that one, and look at this one. Very thick, very thin. That also helps with the weight as well. There's no wood in this speaker. It's just straight plastic, ABS, whatever you want to call it. So, solid wood. Go to Home Depot, pick up a piece of solid birch. Very heavy piece of equipment. Piece of wood, sorry. So, size and weight difference. I take these for my bigger and smaller events. I know 15 is a little much for a bit or small event, but you know how it is. There's also something different on this one I want to show you guys too. On the B1220, all you have is speak-on inputs, and they're in parallel, so it doesn't matter which one's in and which one's out. This one has more options in the back. This one has really good handles as well, and they're easier to grab than those are. They don't cut your hands. On the back here, you've seen this before in a past video, you have 2/4 inch and 2 speak-ons. So, a little more flexible. You're doing a install, which I'm about to do with some of these. I'm not going to use mine, I'm going to buy some more of these for install. You can buy a wall mount for them. There's an eye hook bolt in the top, and you take the pole mount socket in the bottom and you hook it onto a wall and screw it in. Using a 1/4 inch for that. I'm not going to. I'm going to use Speak-On because it sounds better and it's a lot thicker and it doesn't hum as much. But if you're going to do an install, say they have the same wires, they don't want to pull any wires out of the wall, not an issue. You got 1/4 inch inputs. And you can always buy 1/4 inch to Speak-On adapters, but they sound terrible. So, more inputs, and they're all in parallel as well. I use Speak-On because it sounds better. It's a lot safer actually. So, you don't have to worry about anything coming out. It locks in place. I prefer Speak-Ons for installs too. So, that's the pros and the cons. Now, something else about the speaker right here against this one. This one has an exposed horn and an enclosed woofer. This one, everything's enclosed. It's a lot more professional looking. The horn is hidden. The driver is hidden. The ports are hidden. The ports are right here next to the horn. It's all hidden. I could put these in a dark room. You won't see these. And you won't see these either. But lights are on, a little bit dim light. You'll see the horn. You'll see the big yellow sticker. That's not really a big issue if you're just a sound guy like me who says, hey, it sounds good, it's powerful, it's very affordable, I like it. It's not a big deal if you're that kind of guy like me. So, yeah, I like these a little bit better for the looks. I think these look really, really cool though. Futuristic type of speaker. So yeah, that's your pros and cons from what I see. If you see any other pros and cons, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. So basically, that's about it for the pros and cons. Power ratings, you heard about those. That one's 1200 watts peak, and that one is 1000 watts peak. That one's a single 15 and a 1.75 inch horn, and that one's a single 12 and 1.75 inch horn. So that one's 55 to 60 pounds, and that one's 38 to 40. Feels like about 25 or 20. Now it feels about 75 or 70. Mix size and height difference. I got two in the ground right here. I have two of each speaker. I have my other two right here on the ground. There's about a 1.5 inch difference on how tall it is. This one is about a 1.5 inches taller than this one. Isn't really a big difference because it's a lot skinnier. So, you know how it is. So, I hope this video helps you out a little bit. Basically, if I had to choose one, I'd choose, if you're going to use them as mains, I would choose those. Or, they're both good for mains, but 15 makes more sense for a main speaker. If I had to choose a main speaker and I couldn't buy both of them, like I did, I'd choose the B215XL. 15 inch, really good thick bass, really good sound, and a really good horn. Because it's exposed and it kind of sends out a little bit better too, like that. More professional look, I'd get this right here as a better quality horn than that one has. They both sound excellent. They sound exactly the same, basically. Excuse me. Horn's about like that, but it's more even coverage. Whereas like this is kind of spread, and you can lose sound in the back and off to the sides a little bit. It can be really loud in the front and in the center, which you pretty much want, but you want full even coverage. If you want an actual full coverage speaker that you can take 2 or 3 of them and fill an entire room and they're all getting the same degree of coverage, I'd go with the L1 system from Bose. Bose makes those L1 systems. I have one. I'm about to buy another one pretty soon if I get the money. Yes, they're very expensive, but yes, they're very worth it. You might say, oh, Bose shouldn't be making live sound. Well, they're doing a great job. I gotta say, to start with the 802 and the 402 and the 302 sub, which I miss. We used to have some of those. I miss those subs. But, yeah. I gotta say, it's worth the money. They might be for, people say, vocal reinforcement. But hey, they sound amazing for anything. Screamo Band, I wouldn't say that's that great for it. But, yeah. For a monitor, I'll go with these. They also make this in a 12-inch version as well. It's called the B212XL. And they make this in black and white in both models. They only make this in black. So if you're going to do an install and you got a white background wall, or you're going to fly it and it's like a white background, these come in white. You can paint those, but it look terrible. Of course, you don't want to paint your speakers. But these come in white in both models, both the 12 and the 15. So a little bit more functionality there. You got any more questions, let me know. But and they also make a sub that goes with both models. They have a Eurolive B1800X passive sub that is also biampable as well. It's got a little switch in the back that says biamp and passive. They make that for those right there. Now this one over here doesn't have an actual B218 sub or whatever. It doesn't have one. I'd go with the VP sub, or if you need to, go with the professional one that's made for these. I'm trying to get some of those. I'm not really sure if I want them yet because I'm going to go with JBL next. But I'm always going to have these around. Don't worry about that. Love my little German made brand. So yeah, that's the video for you guys. Thank you, Just the Bass Player. Check out his channel, really good videos, he's a really good band. I saw one of his videos a few minutes ago before I shot this video for him. So just let me know if you have any more questions. Send me email, send me a message on Facebook, on YouTube, anything. Just write another comment. Whatever you need, just let me know, guys. So remember, anybody out there has a custom video they want made, I'll do it for you. If it's something like try to use a line array system for a big event, or for an event with 500 people, or try to use a regular PA system, or whatever you need me to do, I can make it happen. I have connections now. I can get line arrays here. I'm going to have a line array pretty soon. But yeah, you know how it is. Oh, and spoiler alert, go on Behringer.com and you'll see new stuff's coming out as well. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.